leader, sitting in first place overall with a win under her belt. Katie has been on the tour. She did 2 years. Then last year she went back to the Challenger Tour as she didn't make the cut. She had a bit of a weird season last year, but then picked it back up on the Challengers, won the overall, and is back here on the Freeride World Tour with a win under her belt.
And I'm just loving the energy from Katie this year. She seems so confident, happy, stoked on her line choice. And yeah, she's making her way down the ridge here. The snow is quite tricky in that top section. It's been touched by the wind and the sun. And she's, of course, riding through here as a regular rider on our hillside edge, but moving through with some good fluidity.
Yeah, opting for that same high line that we saw Tiffany take, but adding a little feature on the top and a little feature on the exit. So already pushing up from what we've seen so far. And now Katie making her way through this section. You can see a couple old tracks there. Nice to see riders leaving tracks. And another one for Katie. So she's stacking the features up so far.
She's stacking some smaller features, but bringing some more fluidity really nicely, actually. Just building that line score and showing some beautiful snowboarding.
Yeah, and Katie coming from that World Cup border cross background, she's not afraid to go fast, and you know her edge control is good. With a little grab there, a slightly different trajectory than we saw Tiffany take. I'm getting the nose grab there. So Katie adding the freestyle elements, that has definitely not been her wheelhouse back, through her snowboard career coming from racing. But she talked about really wanting to add that flair to her riding. And
we certainly saw that in Becerra Barrett, where she was getting the grab on most of her airs. So she's looking really confident, fluid, and fast. Heading over to the Looker's Left section where Tiff was, and taking on the same air, but with quite a bit of pace, shooting over her bomb hole. That was a sick one from Katie.
Yeah, another stomped one on that biggest air that we've seen so far, and adding a feature on the way to the last one. So Katie controlling her speed there as she comes down towards this final set and opting for a different takeoff than we saw, and another clean one. Katie Anderson now just zooming out towards the finish. So what a start for snowboard women. This is what we're here for.
Yeah, they're absolutely killing it. Stoked to see them put runs to their feet and take on some serious features.
Yeah, I mean, the dream for fans, for us in the commentary booth, for the organization, is 100% of the field stomps their runs and you leave it in the judges' hands. And these two women so far have made a great effort towards that. That was a fantastic run for Katie Anderson.
So getting the grab there on her top air. And this one she took with some serious pace, flying over Tiff's bomb hole and riding out strong. Like, combining awesome features and great riding.
Yeah, and like that one, and in all of her lower features, Katie getting her hand to the board. So air and style is a category that the judges are looking at, and that is going to make a big difference if you add those little bits every time, that little pepper into the soup. Oh, and an 85.33 for Katie Anderson coming back. It's got to be hard feeling the pressure wearing the golden bib after